As Aphrodite rose from the water, that's where I will start. The crystalline Mediterranean surrounds the island, making it a hotspot for divers. What is it they seek? What is it they experience? I leap aboard this departing ship to ultimately view another. A much larger and misfortunate vessel than the one I'm on.
We're getting set to do this dive. The dive guide has set me up with a wetsuit. I saw the other guys going in with dry suits, so I'm a little suspicious I might freeze my ass off, but he tells me this will be fine. I'm excited. This is supposed to be one of the top 10 wreck dives in the world, and my second wreck dive I've ever done. So we'll see what it looks like down there. What is the beauty of being underwater?
For me, it's amazing. It's amazing to dive here. First of all, because I'm free. I feel like I'm free. We have the ability, divers and astronauts, to have neutral buoyancy. And I promise you guys, each time I dive here is a unique dive. It's a unique time. And also the pleasure that I give to the other divers or to my dive buddies is also unique. Because when you ascend and you see their faces, they are smiling because they've done this, it's like a positive thing for me, a plus thing for me, to give this pleasure to the other people.
Yeah, you're exposing them to a whole new world.
It's not about the money, it's not about the career, it's about the feeling that you give.
That's great. Well said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
we're gonna dive?
Yeah, man. Give me that feeling.
Yeah, I will, I promise.
To be honest, I haven't been diving in a long time. And I'm hoping that's not too obvious. The water is bound to be cold this time of year, which means wrapping my body in an immense amount of rubber. In fact, diving requires a clunky quantity of accessories. You feel like a beached whale on land, but in the water, it all works magnificently. Under the sea, one's perception immediately changes. Sound dampens to near silence. A new set of creatures come to check out the awkward visitor blowing bubbles. I swim down until she suddenly appears. The tilted deck of the MS Zenobia, resting in the deep. All effort, money, and material to build this thing. 180 meters of steel, now entirely and forever sleeping in the hush. Still lashed to her deck are the trucks and lorries traveling to the other shore, now prisoners of Poseidon and his sea. I loop around the wreck, cautiously exploring, while keeping an eye on my precious level of air. When the quantity gets low, it's time to get this fragile body back to the surface.
Woo! That was fantastic.
Yeah. Brilliant, man. Wow.
Wow, what a dive.
Returning to the world of air, the crew and I kick back on the deck, soaking in that magnificent experience.
Woo! That was absolutely stunning. You know, I didn't want to tell the captain, but that's actually my first dive in 4 years. And wreck dives are technical. And I was afraid I was tipping my cards when I was fumbling with the gear. Like, how do you put this thing in? Kept my cool, everything came together, and what a beautiful sight. I'll tell you what I think is beautiful about diving. Here above water, there's just this cacophony of input all the time, especially sounds. There's noise everywhere in the modern world. But you get underwater and suddenly it's silent. And the communication you have with your dive buddies is very simple, just a simple line of hand signals. So there's a calm, there's a zen under there, which could be punctuated by panic if something goes wrong, but as long as you've done all your preparation and you keep a cool head, it's just super zen. It's like a sanctuary, and that is beautiful.